Sorry about that, guys. All kinds of things going on. I want to introduce my next speaker. He's also the admin and has been following me from day one, from as soon as I started. My friend Chris Phillips.
First of all, I want to thank everyone for definitely coming. In an age where everything we do, say, is being watched and recorded to be used against us, thank you for standing with us, for saying, we are Americans. We are patriots. We are what created this country. We do not fear you. You fear us. You fear our message of liberty. You fear our rights. You fear our resolve to be free men. You fear the Constitution. Because of the Constitution that defines, limits, and strips you of the power you seek. We don't want conflict, folks. We just want to be left alone. We want to go ahead and live our lives and raise our families. Speaking of families, I want to take a moment. The Waterford family just returned home one of their own, U.S. Army Private First Class Garrett Kahn. I'd like to take a moment to have a moment of silence for this fine young man and all others that have served. Thank you. And thank them for their service. These are the folks who have served, fought, died, so that all may live and enjoy the freedom and the rights that we are endowed with, and they protected. We honor our veterans. We honor our heroes. We honor our lost. But every day we hear more and more of our rights and our freedoms are legislated, manipulated, and violently stripped from us by those who say they serve us, by those who say they protect us, by those who say they represent us. Folks, I'm sure I probably don't need to tell you this, but I'm sure I'm going to use some words here that you're familiar with, or at least you've heard. But maybe more people need to hear it. Benghazi, IRS, NSA, National Defense Authorization Act of 2012, Patriot Act, all the voter fraud of 2008, the Supreme Court decision that says corporate entities are individuals and legally can contribute to politicians any amount, no limit. Folks, your government has been sold to the highest bidder. I can list more things that have been going on, and I'm pretty much sure you get the point. Are we honoring those who fought and died for our rights by doing nothing? No. We are here to make a difference. We are here to educate. We are here to not go silently into the night, and we will be heard. Let me ask you, will you make your will known? Will you call your representatives? Will you vote? I know you folks will, and just like me, you'll talk to others. Try to educate and motivate them that they too need to stand for our rights. I'm going to touch on something that has been bothering me for a little while, and I'd like you folks to consider this. I've been on computers ever since 1975 with my father with the first Atari 500. I learned on TSR-80s back in high school. I've been programming way back when, and I am not technically savvy. But I want you to consider this. How do we vote? We use electronic voting machines, don't we? And then, after we voted, do you get a receipt? Is there any documentation showing what you voted for, or was it just put into the pool? Then, after they've collected it all, they transmit through the internet to other electronic devices to collect it. Folks, think about this. They are computers. I have two words for you: hacked and viruses. How many folks here do not run antivirus on their computers at home? You don't have a computer. Shush. It's mine. I myself will demand that my vote has a paper trail. I will demand that my vote counts. We cannot believe that electronic is safe and accurate when it is so easily manipulated. So what does that leave us with? Our elected officials are bought and paid for. Our votes are not our votes. We only have our voices, our bodies, and our resolve to convince them that we do not want what you are selling. Open your eyes. See what they do. Open your ears. Hear their lies. Open your mind. Think why it's not right. Open your mouth. Tell them in a loud voice, we are Americans. We are patriots. This is our country. You work for us. We're not buying your lies, your misdirection, your calls for disarmament. We are not buying your tyranny. Let us honor those who came before us and leave our children with a better world than what we have now. Thank you, folks.